y'all are expecting a Thursday night episode. We're going to change it up a little bit because I'm not a fan of the Thursday night game, if I'm being honest. And there's one Saturday game that we're both like, no, because Patrick might not play. He shouldn't play, if I'm being honest.
No.
So EJ's going to give you his Thursday night prediction. So he's your Thursday night guy. And I'm going to give you the Steelers and Ravens breakdown of one Saturday game. So that's how it's going to be. EJ, you want to take us away for your Thursday night game for us?
Yes. So I'm going to give you a bold prediction and an X Factor. This is a very, very tough divisional game. We got the Broncos that are 9-5, and we got the Chargers that are 8-6. We got the 7th and the 6th seed going into this game as it stands right now in the AFC. And the Broncos are really helping their case because they just beat the Colts. And that made their spot even a little more solidified in the wild card AFC playoffs. So, my X factor for this game is turnovers. During this 4-game win streak for Denver, they have allowed 17.5 points per game over that span. That's really good. That's just under 3 touchdowns. I will take that 100%. That's under 20 points. That's under 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. They blew out the Colts 13-31 because of a pick 6 on probably the worst ever trick play ever made. The Patriots did it once with Julian Edelman and Tom Brady, where, did you see that? They threw a screen pass to Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah. I saw that.
Anthony Richardson.
I saw that.
And it was a pick 6. It was only 21-13 at the time that happened. So it was pretty close. But they ended up blowing them out 31-13 because of that pick 6. Because the Broncos only had 193 total yards of offense. So turnovers have been the difference in this team winning games. Their defense is very, very good. And I was about to say Joe Nix. Bo Nix has had 5 interceptions over the last 4 games. So he has not been playing that great. The Chargers defense has been allowing 15.9 points per game before they just allowed 40 points to get put up on them by the Buccaneers in their own house. That's pretty crazy. Yes, I'm aware, as you're wearing a Bucs thing. You made sure to do that, huh?
No, I was just thinking you should go to a playoff game.
That's not a bad idea at all. So, the last time these two teams played, the Chargers, I'm not going if they're playing the Eagles. Maybe I will. I'll bring my brothers. We'll finally get it dub because there's no way we're losing with how we're playing right now. The Chargers, last time the Chargers and Broncos played, they won 23-16 on the road versus the Broncos. They cannot turn over the ball. Justin Herbert has 2 interceptions to 16 touchdowns. These defenses are both very good. Like I said, going into Week 14, the Chargers were the number 1 scoring defense, and they still are the number 1 scoring defense. They're allowing under 16 points per game. Now they're allowing just at 17.1. And over this 4-game span, Denver was allowing 17 points per game. So there's no room for error with this. Now, takes me my bold prediction, because I think this is going to be a defensive battle. My bold prediction that I think is a lock that you should take is the first score of the game is going to be a field goal. It's plus 120, okay? These teams have not gone a game without kicking a field goal, all right? The Chargers have allowed a touchdown on 40% of red zone trips this season. That's the best red zone defense in the league. So you have a best red zone defense in the entire league in this game. And like I said, you have the top 2 scoring defenses in this game, both allowing around 17 points per game. This is a very, very, very good defensive battle. I think the lock for this game and my bold prediction is first score of the game is a field goal. I couldn't tell you exactly what team it's going to be, but another thing is it's a 3-point spread. Okay, the Chargers are -3 at home, which takes you to my score prediction. I have the Chargers winning this game 21-20. Okay, I think it's going to be a very close game. This Broncos team is playing very good. Both these teams are very disciplined. All right, they're both second to the Chiefs in the AFC West. The Chargers have lost 8 straight games at home against teams with a winning record. That's pretty crazy that they cannot beat winning opponents while at home. Jim Harbaugh is using that as billboard material, and he's going to try to break that trend. If you don't think he's talking about that on a short week, you're crazy. Both these teams had the same amount of rest because they both played at 4:25 on Sunday. And both lost to the Chiefs by a last-second field goal. Whether that's the Chiefs making a last-second field goal or the Broncos missing a last-second field goal. Both these teams were very close to beating the Chiefs and dethroning them for top of the division, but they did not do so, and there is no catching them as the Chiefs, I think, have clinched the division because they're 11-1, and these teams have 5 and 6 losses. I got the Chargers winning this game 21-20, snapping this 2-game win streak, and the Broncos are going to, 2-game losing streak, and the Broncos are going to fall, and their 4-game winning streak is going to be put to a halt.
Sorry, DJ Moore just got a big catch. All right.
Seb's in the fantasy playoffs. I'm in the fantasy playoffs. Down by 13. He's down by how much? Oh, no, I'm up by 13. I'm playing against Justin Jefferson.
I'm down by 25. Or 24.
24. He's got DJ Moore, Aaron Jones, and Jordan Addison.
Problem is, my opponent has Sam Darnold. So when Jordan Addison scores a touchdown, Sam Darnold also scores a touchdown.
But you score more points, which is good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going for, what's the saying? Head for head, tooth for tooth, or what?
Tack for tack.
Tack for tack.
An eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. That's what I was thinking. Eye for an eye.
I've never heard tooth for tooth.
Shut up. All right. So, Steelers versus Ravens. This is the game I chose to break down. It is a really important week for me. So, I need to reduce my load management on what I'm doing throughout the week. So, we're going to break it down. Steelers versus Ravens. The X factor for me is the run game. Both running backs have shit the bed last week, and Henry has been up and down the last few weeks. TJ Watt also got hurt. He twisted his ankle, which you missed that because you were taking a nap, and probably won't play.
You have to state that, man.
Well,
I had a very long weekend, but yes, I did pass out in the
but
second half.
Probably won't play this game. So he probably won't play this game, which will help the case for Baltimore to run the ball. Also, for Lamar to get out of the pocket and to stay in the pocket comfortably. So Lamar's in for a big game, I think, but it's also Derrick Henry. This will let Lamar free in the pocket, and they will be able to utilize the run. Last time Henry played the Steelers, he scored a touchdown on November 17th. This was also the last game he scored a touchdown in. I see him getting into the to the end zone and maybe even scoring twice in this game. And this is for the divisional lead. Okay, Pittsburgh is 10th versus the rush, and TJ Watt is probably not going to play. He might push through it. They might shoot him up with something. Who knows? This Ravens team will run all over this team if TJ Watt does not play. They contained Saquon to 65, same as Henry the last time that they played. The Ravens held Najee to 63 yards the last time. Which team can run the ball in this game will decide who wins this game. I don't think these teams will be passing it, especially if the Steelers don't have George Pickens. The Steelers have a respectable secondary, not saying what A.J. Brown just did to them. So, Baltimore is 9 versus the rush.
Say it again. What did A.J. Brown just do to him?
Baltimore is 9 versus the rush.
Playoffs damn near. I think they like each other again.
I hope you lose now. I hope Jay Jets has 120 yards on your ass. Okay? So, Baltimore is 9 versus the rush. Najee is also coming off the worst game of the year where he fumbled. I will say this. If Najee doesn't fumble that, I don't think the Eagles win by 2 touchdowns. I think they win, but they don't win by that. I think it'll be a closer game. That Najee fumble, changed the whole complex of the game. I know you didn't see it, but I was watching it, and that fumble completely changed everything. The Steelers were pushing it down the field, and they were about to score. Huh?
What quarter did that happen?
I think third quarter.
Okay.
And the Steelers were down by a score.
Okay.
So that changed the whole complex of the game. So And what EJ just said, he had only 14 yards. That's the worst game of the season for him, and he only had 6 attempts.
Career.
He only had 6 attempts, so Tomlin said, all right, let me screw it up. I ain't giving you the ball no more. So my bold prediction is Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. Again, he scored on this team in Pittsburgh, and they will possibly be without TJ Watt.
And he didn't score against the Giants.
Nope.
So they need him. You would think they're going to make it
I'm going to get to a point in a sec that's going to help that case.
In a couple games, I think.
TJ Watt is unable to get past his ankle injury. This game is in Baltimore. Henry has only failed to score once at home this year, and that was against the Eagles. Henry has also failed to not score in only 4 games this year.
He didn't score against the Bills?
Nope. No, he did score against the Bills. So
2 games.
3 of those were on the road versus Tampa, the Chargers, and the Giants. So he hasn't scored against the Eagles, the Bucks, the Chargers, and the Giants. He hasn't scored in the last 3 games.
Wow.
I think the Ravens will do everything they can to get him the ball in the end zone.
Are you saying he only scored in 1 game at home, or he scored in every game except for one at home?
Except for one at home,
okay,
which was against the Eagles.
That makes more sense now.
Which was against the Eagles.
Okay, that makes sense now.
But he has not scored in his last 3 games. So
yeah, he's getting in the end zone.
If you don't want to hear this as Harbaugh on when's this game? On Sunday morning. No, because it's on a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to turn on ESPN and hear them talking about why did you pay Derrick Henry all that money if you're not going to use him, I think honestly this is a lock. I think that they're going to make sure that Derrick Henry scores. He scored on them the last game in Pittsburgh. Harder place to play. And I don't think this is a better rush defense than the Eagles, if I'm being honest.
No.
So you give me that. Henry,
without TJ Watt, definitely not.
Henry, anytime touchdown. Score prediction, Ravens win 28-16. The Steelers will probably be without the best player.
Yeah, no, that is their best player.
Easily. I said it. The game is in Baltimore. The Ravens
Pickens
are 4-2 at home. The Steelers also have less rest since they played into Sunday night rather than the Ravens playing at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
And blowing out the Giants.
Exactly, so resting their starters. Another thing, Steelers have to play again on Wednesday. So in 5 days, they have 2 games in 5 days, and they play against the Chiefs. This is a brutal schedule for the Steelers, and they aren't as good as the record says to be able to come out of this stretch on top. Everything here points towards the Ravens to cruise past them and use the run to take them down in this game. Dating back to January 1st, 2023, the Steelers have won 4 in a row versus Baltimore. But they didn't have Derrick Henry in that stretch except for 1 game. Ravens are also 2-8 in their last 10 games versus the Steelers. If I'm Jim Harbaugh, I want to change that around ASAP. And if I'm Tomlin...
John Harbaugh.
Did I say Jim Harbaugh? Sorry, John Harbaugh.
Just say Coach Harbaugh.
Coach Harbaugh.
I was thinking about today when I was looking at the Chargers game. Oh, we're both covering Harbaugh. We both have the Harbaugh brothers to win. I was like, man, I should just say Coach Harbaugh.
So, I don't think Coach Harbaugh, wants to lose a 11 or go 2-11 in the last 11 games versus team. I think the trend switches around. I know I've been saying the trend all year, and it's been, going against me. But
we're getting at least one of our bold predictions.
I truly do believe. Yeah, we went 2-4. Both of our money lines sold. You picked the Chargers. I picked the Pittsburgh Steelers. But our player props hit. So
Adams 198 yards. Lamar Jackson exactly 65
yards. What was mine?
Yards.
Mine was something. Jackson 65 rush yards exactly. So you would have hit.
Over here.
So you would have hit for sure. I said 75, but that was a little bit of a stretch. I won't lie. But it's okay.
They blew out the Giants.
So you got us on Thursday Night Football. He got who? The Chargers to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
I got
after 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, never doubt Baker Mayfield.
One thing you forgot to mention is last time the Steelers beat the Ravens, they didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah, no.
They beat
The
Ravens
last three
without scoring
games,
a touchdown.
the last 3 games, no team went over 19 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ravens gonna win this game.
The Ravens are going to blow them out in casual fashion. Are they going to score a few on the ground, a few through the air, maybe even a few on defense?
Oh. Sorry, Mike. I didn't think you were there.
I'll
wipe it down. I got Clorox, bro.
That's the payback for me with my socks in your sink.
My kitchen sink. This dude came in here last time we filmed because it was pouring, torrential downpour. So, all right, take your socks off. And then I'm like, okay, wring them out in the sink. I was thinking the bathroom sink. This dude goes in my kitchen sink where my dishes are.
You said a sink.
I'm like, stop. Stop. And he's like, what, dude? They're clean. They just came off my feet and were in the rain.
No, I said they were in my dryer. I
know you didn't say that. You said they were clean. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, they are clean. They were on your feet, and then they were in the rain. But they're clean. Go ahead and...
To be fair, in my defense...
Put that residue all over my dishes.
In my defense, you said a sink, not the bathroom sink. So what's the closest sink?
I'll be more specific next time.
Yeah, you should be more specific next time. That's not on me. That's half and half.
That's like what, in Polar Express, when doesn't he put his socks in the hot cocoa? Yeah. Oh,
I kind of want to try that now.
Do it at your home.
Oh, dude.
Don't do it here.
We'll see you guys on Sunday. And don't your Eagles play the Cowboys on Sunday?
R.I.P. That's 11 in a row now.
See what my 4 p.m. board prediction is going to be. We'll see y'all.